Hello my friends, Mr. Nomad Ben here. So we're going to do a home vlog for this particular adventure, more like a throwback actually. When I started my channel 3 years ago, and I actually did a few versus kind of vlogs, like Bojangles versus, I believe it was Hardee's Biscuits, or we got Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A sandwiches. So this one is going to be a very different kind of versus video we're going to do today. We're going to do some chocolate and peanut butter based candies about this particular vlog. So we're going to have Hershey's Chocolate versus MRBEAST Feastables Chocolates. So we got a classic chocolate bar from Hershey's, and we got MRBEAST classic chocolate bar, and then we got the Reese's peanut butter cups versus MRBEAST's These Nuts peanut butter chocolate bar. So we're going to have a compare and contrast kind of vlog today. So let's sit back and enjoy some good old candy. And here we go.
Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living and just traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest. Every corner of us all to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
And here we are, my friends, the competitors for my opinion of the best chocolate bars and peanut butter bars and chocolates there is. On the left, we have the MRBEAST milk chocolate and These Nuts chocolate and peanut butter bar, and alongside with the 5 ingredients and 7 ingredients to make these particular candies. And on my left is the classic Hershey's Chocolate Company's bar, the classic Hershey chocolate bar here, and of course the Reese's peanut butter cups. So we're going to go and review, compare, and contrast, and then I'll tell you what my favorite kind of chocolate compared to these chocolates. Alright friends, let's go ahead and get started for this particular vlog. I have been anticipating on doing this vlog for quite some time, but considering it is raining out, and I've been busy with other things in life and other vlogs I have done, so I figured, you know what, I think it's time we could just kind of take it easy, chill in my house, and do a very classic versus vlog. So I've been anticipating of a MRBEAST chocolate versus Hershey's for quite some time. But before we go ahead and get started, I'll give you a little synopsis on the history of the candy bars here. So first we'll talk about MRBEAST. So the question is, who is MRBEAST? I don't think MRBEAST really needs any introduction in the world of the internet. He's a well-known YouTuber by the name of Mr. Jimmy Donaldson. He's actually a pretty young gun. He's only 25 years old, and he is a humongous YouTube sensation. He's known to be one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, from what I've heard, and what he does for people as well. He's actually known to be very generous with his money, and he's very creative and just a lot of fun. Known to be clickbaitish, sure, but I've actually used to watch, and I occasionally watch some of his videos still to this day. He's just seems like he's a lot of fun person, and he has some very creative ideas just to get people to be entertained. He has his little group of friends, and they just do fun challenges, or sometimes he'll just go out and just be nice to people and give money away. So other than that kind of content that he does, he's also trying to pursue other things besides just making fun entertainment for the YouTube world. He's actually indulged in making some burgers, MRBEAST burger. Usually those are made in ghost kitchens, so they're not real. There's really very few physical locations of his burger joint, but everywhere else, so you can just look it up of where you could find a MRBEAST burger near you. And before I actually should tell you, I'm not being paid by MRBEAST or Hershey's Chocolate Company to talk about this thing. This vlog is just all about having a little fun and just having a little entertainment and just sharing my opinion what candy is the best compared to the two. So yeah, MRBEAST is actually just pursuing other things. He still does YouTube. He's one of the highest subscribed YouTube channel in all of the majority of the world. So he does a lot of great things. So great guy to support into the internet world, in my opinion. He seems like a lot of fun. I hope to meet him one day. So Mr. Beast is not trying to be on your good side or anything. You seem like a really chill guy, and I just thought this would be a fun vlog to do. And Hershey's Chocolate has been around for quite some time. Hershey's has been founded in probably like the late 1800s by Milton S. Hershey. And they started manufacturing the Hershey chocolate bars in 1900. So well over 100 plus years of the goodness of Hershey's Chocolate. And then Reese's was actually acquired in 1963 into the Hershey's Chocolate Company because Reese's were their separate company in 1923. But the founder of Hershey's passed away, and he passed it on to his children. And then in 1963, the Hershey's company acquired Reese's in the early 60s. So Reese's is part of the Hershey company. So we're going to go ahead and try the Mr. Beast Milk Chocolate Bar. And what's so important that this has 7 ingredients that's being made for this chocolate bar. And then compared to Hershey's, you got 9 different ingredients to, I left it upside down. Yeah, for Hershey's bar, you have 9 ingredients. So what makes to this particular chocolate bar, you have like milk chocolate, how to make it. You have sugar, chocolate, milk, cocoa butter, skim, and milk fat, and lactose and soy, and natural flavor to make up just one of these bars. And for calorie counts, a third of those bars, 120, or the full bar is 360. And for the calories for this bar here is 170 calories per serving. So kind of put in consideration of calorie counts and the ingredient counts of these particular candies. If we just kind of take a look at the Mr. Beast logo there, and then on the back is more noms and more prizes and more Mr. Beast, little QR code, and the little guy right there. And it's made from grass-fed milk, so even more amazingness about this. So before I make a decision on the chocolate, I gotta do one thing to make a smart decision by ingesting a little taste of Smart Water. Again, not being paid by these guys either. So, kind of like my classic episodes, anytime I do a versus, I have to have some Smart Water to help me make a smart decision based on the candy. So, I'm going to go ahead and clean my palate. Ooh, a little drippage there. Alright. Let's go ahead and try the Mr. Beast bar first. I've been anticipating on trying the Mr. Beast bar. So, never had the chocolate. If I could figure out how to open this bar up. Oh, there we go. So if you open up the chocolate, not like your traditional squares of the Hershey bar, but it does say share, if you guys could read that, the lighting in my house. It says share on top of the chocolate bar. So I'm going to go ahead and pick off a piece and eat the share portion. Definitely has a potent smell to it. Kind of, it doesn't smell as like a sweet. It's sweet, but not like a intense sweet smell. I have a feeling this will be more of a semi-sweet kind of taste to it compared to Hershey's chocolate bar. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat it and share my thoughts with you guys about it. So bon appetit. Wow, that's actually really good. Okay. So only 5 ingredients has come up with this. So 5 ingredients? Yeah, this is a very tasty chocolate. It's sweet, but not like overbearing sweet. I kind of feel like it's like those semi-sweet chocolate chips, but maybe just a tad more sugar, in my opinion. All right. Out of a score of 10, I'm going to have to give this a solid 8.5. More more give and take. 8.5 chocolate. That was really good chocolate. Wow. Very good. So, I guess if you guys don't want things over sweetened with your chocolate, I would have to stick with Mr. Beast chocolate. All right, let me go ahead and clean my palette. All right. Hershey chocolate time. So you got your traditional Hershey squares. That makes it easy to share with your friends and family. And of course, you can always break it off and put it on some more, which makes it really easy. I don't know if this is the reason why they make the squares like that, but of course, it's the perfect way to like break it apart and put it on some more. The good old toasting marshmallow and 2 things of graham crackers, a great way for summer or a fall treat. Okay. There's definitely a different smell of the chocolate compared to that. It's a little more of a little more sweeter than that smell. And I don't know why I smelled it again. I just would have had one more smell to it. But, of course, we should all know what Hershey's tastes like, but we'll do a compare and contrast. I think I need a little more water before I try it. Because it actually stays in your mouth a little longer, the Mr. Beast flavor. Okay. All right, I think I'm ready. Hershey's chocolate compared to the Mr. Beast bar. Okay, so here's my thoughts on Hershey. So, I'm so used to the taste of Hershey, I think that's probably the most consumed chocolate, not just in America, but around the world. I know there's tons of other chocolates out there that I thoroughly enjoy, but I think Hershey's is probably my most top bought and tried. And I don't know about you, this is just my opinion, my thought. I kind of feel like Hershey has no taste until you actually start chewing and letting the chocolate melt. And the melting point is so low on this chocolate. Like, I had to lick my fingers. My fingers feel very sticky, too, eating this chocolate. And comparing to the Mr. Beast chocolate, the chocolate's not, like, melting in my fingers right away, actually. As a matter of fact, I'll do it with my other hand here. See, I don't feel like the chocolate's, like, melting right away. Compared to this, like holding the chocolate in my hand in Hershey, I actually felt like it was like starting to melt right away compared to the Mr. Beast chocolate. So like the melting point's very low compared to Mr. Beast chocolate. But the taste is always so good. But always, every time I take a bite of Hershey's, I have to wait a few seconds until I can actually start tasting the chocolate. And it's very sweet chocolate. So I kind of feel like I'm ingesting like a lot more sugar in this one compared to Mr. Beast chocolate. So, out of the scale out of 10, I would have to give it probably a 7.5 or pretty much 7. I mean, I don't hate the Hershey's chocolate. It's still very good chocolate, but I've been used to Hershey's, but because I never had a Mr. Beast bar before, and I would have to give it a 7 or a 7.5. Just, yeah, that's just my thought on that one. All right, let's go ahead and clean the palette. Time for the grand finale. We're going to do the peanut butter particular bars here. So let's go ahead and try Mr. Beast D's Nuts. That's right. So the logos are very the same logo, and then the back is very similar to the Hershey's to the Mr. Beast chocolate. So let's go ahead and open this up here. Gotcha. Same layout as the last one. It says share on the top. Share it with a friend. So I just broke it open. You can see the little pieces of peanut butter in there. Oh, there it is. The peanut butter is inside this chocolate. Smells just like the last one, but not as a potent smell. I don't smell the peanut butter in this one. But I do see it plain and clear right now. I thought I didn't see it at first, but now I see it. All right, so let's go ahead and try the MRBEAST These Nuts chocolate peanut butter bar, shall we? Oh. Wow. The texture of the peanut butter is really creamy. And wow. Oh, it's going down. Wow. I mean, I know I could always say wow over and over again. But this is good. It's like a little taste of heaven, I gotta say. You're just ingesting, you taste the chocolate first, and then here comes the peanut butter. It's like here it comes. Like I'm starting you out good with the chocolate, then here comes the peanut butter. This is very yummy. The peanut butter just comes across as very creamy. It's like getting a nice little hug. Honestly, it's like getting a nice warm hug. This was very good. Wow. And mind you, the chocolate had 5 ingredients, and this only had 7 ingredients. Let's talk about Reese's real quickly. Reese's has 14 different ingredients to make up for this candy. So, I've always loved Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Probably far by one of my favorite candies to ingest. But I don't know how this is going to compare to this. I mean, I think right now they're so good in their own right, and Hershey's is so good in their own right too. Because this is candy that we grew up with as kids. It's kept its originality. It's kept its upkeep, because we have young guns like MRBEAST coming in and just changing the ways of how we eat and what we can do to kind of eliminate the amount of ingredients. And so we got things that are made from grass-fed milk chocolate, and it just tastes a little different than these guys. So before I go ahead and try Reese's, I can't get it. That was good. All right, let's go ahead and try the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Of course, knowing what it looks like. Okay, so I could not really smell the peanut butter in the MRBEAST bar, and I think I was kind of hoping I could smell like the little bit of the peanut butter, but I smelled the chocolate, but I couldn't smell the peanut butter. But this, I smell peanut butter like bam, it's in your face. And so, because I don't smell the chocolate, I smell pure peanut butter. Let's go ahead and try the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Oh. All right. Let me say, I absolutely love Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Always will be, always has been my favorite candy. This is going to be a tough one for me to figure out what I like better. I feel like Reese's is kind of like, the smell was in your face with the peanut butter. And the peanut butter, it's very, very creamy. It kind of sticks with you for a little bit. You know, there's always like a distinct taste about Reese's peanut butter. And I can kind of taste a little bit of the salt that's in this peanut butter. But you cannot compare and contrast these guys. This is a tough one. If I had to give it a score, I mean, I'd probably give... I don't even think I gave a score on this one. I honestly think it's a tie. Or, man, if I can't put my finger on what I think might be the best. I think because I like this better than the other chocolate, so I give this a 9, straight up a 9. This, I have to give a solid score to the two, so I think I like Reese's a little bit better, just a smidge better than I do this one. So I'll have to give this a 10 out of 10. That's just my opinion. I think it's just because I love Reese's the most, but this was like far by like a competitor to Reese's, if you ask me. This was very delicious, and I absolutely loved Mr. Beast's These Nuts bar, but I gotta stick with the classic when it comes to this. So, but when it comes to everything else, which I was gonna wait to the end, but I guess I already announced my winner when it comes to the peanut butter. So Reese's Peanut Butter Cups wins against These Nuts just by a small margin. It's just a small margin. It's pretty up for grabs. So Mr. Donaldson, Mr. Beast, you are definitely having competition with Hershey's over the peanut butter game, because your bar on These Nuts was fantastic, but just by a small margin, I like Reese's just a little better. But when it comes to the actual chocolate bar, Mr. Beast bar wins the chocolate, in my opinion. So by a little bit more of a percentage, a little bit, because I could taste the chocolate from the beginning and taste the chocolate at the end. With Hershey, just feels like you have to kind of keep like letting the chocolate melt in your mouth until you taste the chocolate. So altogether, so basically, it leaves me as a tie of which company is the better candy maker. And honestly, I don't know if there's really any contest, because I have a conundrum of the chocolates. So I highly recommend Mr. Beast bars, and support Mr. Beast in his endeavors of doing great things, and buying these bars and buying his merchandise. Just helps him do what he does best, is to be generous and be nice to people and contribute to society. So definitely check out his channel. Again, he's not promoting me or doing anything for me to promote his channel or anything, but just want to check out his channel. His channel is a lot of fun. But I highly recommend you guys try his chocolate. I would love to try his burgers someday, if I could find a ghost kitchen somewhere. There was one in Chattanooga I did some research on, and it's temporarily closed, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on if his ghost kitchen burger joint is going to come back to Chattanooga. Or if I could find out if anywhere else in the United States, if I'm heading my way to Texas, if I could find one in any of the, like, Alabama, Mississippi, or Louisiana, if I could find one of those, or anywhere else I could travel to if I'm remotely close. So, Mr. Beast is up for a competition against Hershey and all these other chocolatiers. So, I really like Mr. Beast's bars. So, definitely want to check out the Feastables Mr. Beast bars. The These Nuts one was amazing, but Reese's just won by a margin, but his chocolate, straight up better than Hershey's, in my opinion. Well, my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed this little compare and contrast video of Mr. Beast's Feastables chocolate bars, and then, of course, the classic Hershey chocolate bar, and, of course, the Reese's bar. This was a fun vlog to make. I've been anticipating this for quite some time, and I'm glad I made it. And I wish I had, like, what is going to be the hands-down best one, and honestly, it was a wash. So, definitely, if you love chocolate, you love peanut butter, find Mr. Beast bar. It's half the ingredients of what makes up these other candies of the Hershey company, because I know people are very self-conscious about how many ingredients is in what and everything. So everything is like it's more natural based on this thing from Mr. Beast. Like 5 ingredients for the chocolate, 7 ingredients for the These Nuts bar, and it's basically almost half the not like half the calories, but it's lower. It's lower than the calories if you're being a little more self-conscious or a little more cautious on your calorie counts if you're trying to lose weight or just eat a little better. So that's my opinion. That's my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular vlog. This was a fun little versus vlog, a little throwback vlog I haven't done in quite some time. So everyone, if you guys enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, whatever you guys want to do to support the channel. A great way to support is just follow me on my social medias. Check out my Buy Me a Coffee. You feel like you need to give a buck or two to the channel. You can also super thanks me or super chat me if I'm ever on live. Just do whatever you want to do to contribute to the channel. Just a simple like and subscribe is just perfect enough for me. So having you guys come along with my YouTube journey. So stay tuned for a new adventure, and hopefully I'll have something lined up for you guys, because October's a couple weeks away, and I'm hoping to have a great October planned out for you guys. Got some ideas. Hopefully I can fulfill them for you. And I'm in the works for something good around my birthday weekend. So the force might be very strong during that weekend. I'm going to kind of drop a hint of what we're looking forward to. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Eat well and keep your mind walking. I'll see you guys next week.